Everybody, it's me, Julz again. Yeah, sorry that my light is crappy. My light burned out while I was on vacation, and now I have to use my lamp. And sorry that I haven't been around for a while, mainly because I was in the Philippines during the last month of summer, and when school came around again, I had a lot to deal with, from loans to books. And very recently, this week, I've had exams. It's just so hectic, and I pretty much expected, please, universe, reward me for all my hard work, and it's starting to. Starting with this new episode of Spider-Man, sorry. This new episode of Ultimate Spider-Man Run, Pig, Run. Okay, apparently, I'm gonna point out first, it's very, very, very hard not to watch this episode and think Spider-Pig. And apparently they wanted to avoid copyrights or whatnot, maybe, and just call him Spider-Ham. Gosh. But it's just so hard not to think Spider-Pig. I'm just sing Homer's theme song. It's just so hard not to. And I was wondering whether or not to do this review, mainly because it wasn't so amazing. It was okay. But what really made me is that I got a very subtle sign from the universe, like, I had ham for dinner. And when I was done with the episode, I went into the kitchen, what's for dinner? And then I see, oh, it's ham. It's ham. Okay, I'm gonna do this review. Okay, from what I liked about this episode is, okay, the jokes usually in this series, they're just too many all at once that it's hard to take it seriously. But considering that the jokes this time actually were appropriate, for what was happening, I could see how it's very difficult not to make jokes considering that Spider-Man was turned into a pig. So apparently, I agreed with the jokes. I very much did agree with them. Although the Three Little Pig jokes was a bit touch and go there, but I agree with it, so I let that slip by. And pretty much another funny thing was, like, towards the end, like during the last scene when Loki was about to chop Peter in half with the axe, it was like such an epic fail for Loki. Like, Thor just took it away. I think it was also a little bit of a big brother moment when he just, Loki, no. And that was just so epic fail for Loki. And also, at the end, I wonder, is Cartoon Network going to notice this or even fight with Disney, considering that they made a Porky Pig reference? I wonder, did they ask for permission to do that? Another thing that I liked about this episode, which is pretty much one of the many reasons why I watched this series, is mainly the art. Men of Action, thank you. You usually know what kind of artists to choose, and I loved it. How they designed Loki and Thor. In other series like Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, another show on Disney XD, I just can't agree with the art style. I can agree with the story, but most of the art design for the characters is just hard to deal with, especially with Thor. Thor, in that series, he's too buff, he's too tall, his hair is too long, and also with Loki, oh my gosh, they made him look more like a jester. I know that he's a trickster, but don't make him look too ridiculous. And as opposed to Ultimate Spider-Man, which was very decent. Loki's chestplate was very well designed, very detailed. I like that. That's my main it's what draws my eye, aside from he's kind of cute. He's really cute, dashing, devilishly handsome, and his horns not too ridiculously big. And Thor, oh my gosh, the right type of buff, where it's not too big, it's not too ridiculous, his chest isn't too big, he's very slender-ish, and he's the same height as other people, not giant-ish. We know he's a god, but he's not a giant. And also his hair, even though it was underneath the helmet, his hair, oh my gosh, it's still beautiful. Wow. And pretty much that's one of the many reasons why I love this episode. I mean, why I love this series. And let's see. Another thing I liked about this episode is that Peter is following his own advice, that you should suck up your own pride and do what you have to do. And apparently for Peter, that is a big thing. Just like how it was a big thing for Thor to swallow his pride and actually do what you have to do. However, there were things that I had problems with this episode. Okay, the very few problems I had with the show is that, okay, if you're gonna turn somebody into an animal, please do not give them the clothes that they were wearing, especially their superhero outfits. It just looks ridiculous. Okay, to some, I could see how it could look adorable. However, to me, it looks ridiculous. And let's see, what else did I not like about this episode? How is it that S.H.I.E.L.D. has these so many amazing weapons? Even Coulson has those amazing weapons. However, they can't get a shot on anybody. I mean, seriously, how hard is it with those sophisticated weapons? How is it that Coulson, okay, you have 2 guns. The bad guys are right in front of you, and when you shoot at them, guns blazing, you can't even get a single shot on them. I could understand that missiles did not work because the guy swatted them away with his axe. However, with your first few shots, they land like a foot in front of them. The laser lands right in front of them. Seriously, they were right in front of you. How can you miss that? And Thor was able to knock 3 of them down with his hammer. Well, I don't know how, but still. And also the helicarrier. Do their weapons not hit anything? You guys are supposed to protect the world. No, but yet your weapons suck, or your aim just sucks. No wonder you need the Avengers. No wonder you need Spider-Man and all the others. You got S.H.I.E.L.D. so ineffective. But I guess they have to be at some level of suckiness, otherwise they wouldn't need superheroes at all. Okay. Oh, and I forgot. Another thing that I liked was that, how Thor actually referred to Agent Coulson as Son of Cole, like how he did in the movies. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry that I actually skipped from what I liked, what I didn't like, then again to what I liked again. Sorry. But anyway, this episode, it wasn't utterly amazing. It was kind of funny, but pretty okay. They did okay. And I pretty much still am watching the series. It's okay. I like it, mainly because of the art. Sometimes the story is okay. And also depends on who is starring in it, what guest stars are on. Like, is it Wolverine, Doctor Doom, whoever it is, you know. It depends. And also depends on what's happening. Okay, and pretty much Iron Fist because I love him. Even though he didn't have a big speaking role here, I still love him. I think he's going to be my new crush for the Marvel Universe. And, yeah, I would have to say that this episode did like, somewhere between 75 to 80, somewhere in between there. I give it like either a high C or a B-. It's okay. And just, again, I just want to say again, what a coincidence that I was just eating ham right after I saw this episode. Wow. I just had to giggle a little bit there. Okay, guys, that's all I have. And please stay tuned for my next reviews on the new episode of Young Justice, Satisfaction, and possibly the new season of Vampire Diaries, or even the new season premiere of Supernatural, and possibly, hopefully, another more new stuff this week. And I consider it. Thank Providence from the universe. Thank you that I have survived this week. Okay, guys, please comment, please subscribe, and I will see you again. Bye.